Hello, my name is Bobby, and I'm going to tell you about this Disney Infinity display case I'm making for my children. The reason I'm making it is I have a bunch of new tools that I got for Christmas, and I haven't had the opportunity to build anything with it yet. I got a Kreg Jig K4, I got a router, and I got this clamp. So I wanted to make something, and I thought, well, let me make a display case that displays my kidney's Disney Infinity characters. So this is it. I'm not done yet, haven't painted it yet, but I want to give you the dimensions in case you want to make one yourself. Okay, so the display is 3 feet by 3 feet. The shelves are 8 inches long by 3.5 inches wide, and I did the measurements, and they're 4.5 inches difference between each shelf because Groot is the tallest, he has to fit in there, and the guy from Big Hero 6 is the widest, so Betamax is the biggest. So those are the 2 biggest characters you're going to get. My kids have over 20 characters, just here's a few of them. So it's basically 3/4 inch plywood, and I routed the edges with a 1/4 round. And I made this so that the display will fit right in here and seat flat, and I'll drill a hole in there later. And then I'm going to put the Disney Infinity logo right in the middle. So I have the plate cut out, so it's going to go there. We're going to paint it, and I'll show you the plate. I'll show this again when it's all painted, but there's the nameplate. And to give you an idea, here's my garage. It's going to look something like this. Alright, so that's how big it is. That's my template. But what I've learned from using my tools, I had to make me a router table. It just was too hard to build, to route, just putting it on the ground and clamping it down. So I built me this router table, and there's my router I got for Christmas. And I use a scroll saw a lot, and here's my Kreg Jig that I use to bolt everything together. And I got me a table saw during the year, and I bought this thing here which helps line things up and gets everything square. Basically what you do is you when I put it here, this clamp, it would go like this. Yeah, like that. Basically, I would have it like this, and it would square everything up. But you need 2 of these, so I need another one of these, because one to hold one side, one to hold the other, so that they're nice and square. So, so those are my dimensions. My daughter Lauren helped me, and we're going to paint it. And using the Kreg Jig, if you notice, I put little plugs in there, and that was kind of tricky. You got to sand them off with a sander and 80 grit sandpaper. Make sure you make the holes nice and big. It was hard to get them plugs in there, and we use a sander to sand everything smooth. But them plugs that Kreg Jig gives you were kind of hard to get in there. But like I said, get yourself a grinder and get 80 grit sandpaper. Here's my grinder. Cost $19 from Harbor Freight. Alright, and then I just bought 80 grit sandpaper right there to sand it. Alright, so that sands and plugs very well. But yeah, these plugs are the really kind of tricky. So you got to glue it in there and then sand them off to make them nice and flat. Okay, so that's my project that I built, and tonight we're going to paint it, and then I'll show you the finished product later. Bye.